Yeah, that was a train wreck, man.
Yeah.
You know,
What is
I
that?
wanted.
Hey, what's up, guys? We're here for another one. Sam and I are going to be breaking down UFC 316. It kind of went a little bit like we anticipated, but there was also some question marks that got answered for us. So let's jump right into it. Perfect, Sam. So, first fight of the night, man, we have Vicente Luque versus Kevin Holland. Give me your breakdown. Is it how you thought it was going to happen?
No, not even close, man.
Yeah.
Not even close.
What do
How
you-
do you get submitted by a striker?
Yeah, that was
bro, come
crazy.
on.
How?
That was
It's like Chamat submitting Jamal Hill.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, no, it was
I
pretty
told
bad.
you he's washed, but I still went for it because I'm like, okay, if he just does grappling, I think he could beat this guy. But no. Forget it. You know, he's washed. He's done.
Me and Sam have a mutual friend. His name's Ritter, and he called me like earlier today. He's like, "Hey man, I'm trying to make some bets. Who should I go for, Vicente Luque or Kevin Holland?" I'm like, "Oh, bro, bet the house on Vicente Luque." I told him if I had a house, I would put it all on Vicente Luque. Ritter called me like 3 times and said I owe him $25.
Huh?
I'm not paying him anything. So the point is, I was shocked, right? I thought that Vicente wasn't coming there. I know he's coming off. I think he won his last one and lost the one before, or vice versa. But he's just a lot higher caliber fighter to me than Kevin Holland. Clearly that wasn't the case because this dude Kevin Holland he put a clinic on him. He submitted him, bro. Wasn't it? I think it was a Darce choke too.
Yeah, it was. But he didn't call it that. He called it something else. But this is
Give it
dark
like a
show.
nickname?
Yeah, like a little nickname.
Okay.
But whatever. Let's move on to the next. That was embarrassing. That was.
It was a good one though. Like I was happy to see it. I'm a Kevin Holland fan, like I told you, and I wanted to root for him because I thought he was gonna lose. So he got the win. I was happy. I just felt bad for Ritter because he got cooked. But don't gamble, kids. Next we got Patchy Mix versus Mario Batista.
Yeah, that was a train wreck, man. You know,
What is that?
I wanted Jose Aldo to be avenged. And I thought this Bellator champion
Yeah.
was supposed to come in and dominate this guy.
Yeah.
Never mind. This guy was so stiff that I was like, okay, come on, man, do something.
Mhm.
It was like that meme where it's like, come on, do something.
Do something. Yeah.
I was like,
I thought he had a chance, right? Just okay. This guy's coming from Bellator. We've seen Bellator champions have relative success, right? Pitbull, I know Pitbull lost his first fight, and obviously Michael Chandler, which we talked about this.
trusting another Bellator
Right,
champion
bro.
ever
Just
again.
don't even remove all Bellator fighters from the PFL because these dudes suck. It looked like he was outclassed, and he was fighting a 10 ranked fighter. That just goes to show the difference. I was rooting for him just because his name, Patchy Mix, it sounds like a pretty weird name, but it was kind of disappointing.
he fought against Mario Batista, the guy who couldn't even lift Jose Aldo's jockstrap.
It was also boring. It was boring
It was.
because Mario Batista couldn't get him out there. Like, he couldn't finish the fight, and you could just tell that, Matt Patchy was, like, trying to survive out there. And then this pissed me off. At the end of the fight, Patchy Mix, he puts his hands up like he won. And then when they're calling the decision, before the ref could finalize who the winner is, Patchy knew he lost, so he started walking to the left. I'm like, well, if you weren't already out of the UFC, you're out of here now. Like, that's terrible sportsmanship.
Never come
Yeah,
back.
never come back. No one wants to see you.
Go to one championship.
Go to one championship. Try to bring DJ out of retirement. Different weight class. I know. Next, we got Kevin Gastelum, the prime Mexican, versus Joe Pyfer.
Listen, I was about to say, smoking Joe Pyfer, right? I was about to say, oh, you got the hands. Round 3, I was like, bro, come on, man. You put up a master class in round 1, dropped him twice. I was so hyped.
Yeah.
And I was about to text you and be like, this guy's the next upcoming legend. Never mind, dude. This guy freaking took his time at the end. I was like, bro, this guy's cracked. His chin is cracked. Finish him.
Yeah. When I was watching the fight too, I was like, okay, I'm rooting for Kevin Gastelum. I told you we talked about this last time. I'm a big fan of him. Go out there, boom, punched. He gets dropped. I think he got dropped 3 to 4 times. No, 3 times.
Twice in the first round.
In the first round, yeah, but in the third round, right, or the second round, he got dropped again.
No, I don't think he got dropped.
So he only got dropped because he got dropped pretty quickly in the beginning. He also got head kicked. Oh, he didn't fall that time. That's probably
He
what
didn't
I'm
fall.
thinking,
No.
right? So that was crazy because I was like, there's clearly a mismatch here. Pyfer, he looks like a Bo Nickel on steroids. He kind of looks like Ritter. Shout out to Ritter again. Dude, it was just a mismatch. Like there wasn't much going on there. Joe Pyfer, he looked like he was slowing down. I think if that fight was to go 5 rounds, Gastelum might have won that because he was turning it up.
He was.
He was turning it up. Round 3, did he win? Did the judges give him round 3?
I didn't remember, but they should though.
Yeah,
because it was embarrassing.
It was embarrassing. Yeah.
What the hell?
I think Pyfer was trying to go for the too many haymakers instead of just being a little bit more technical. So I think that was a mistake on his behalf because, like, bro, you had him, but he got him with those headshots and those big shots. So he wanted to keep that going, but it just didn't go for him.
It's ridiculous.
All right, next fight we have John Cena. Sam, play the John Cena music here.
Go.
Okay, John Cena versus Juliana Pena, aka Kayla Harrison. Pretty good fight, right? I came in there. Me and Sam both knew what was gonna happen. We both said, "Hey, John Cena's gonna win. Kayla Harris is gonna win." I didn't think she would submit her. I thought it was gonna be
5 rounds.
5 rounds, Khabib style, kind of boring. It wasn't that at all. Okay, kind of was that. It kind of was that for like a round and a half.
1 round, yeah. She submitted him. Hit him.
In the second round, yeah, pretty early. Was it late or early?
Late.
Late. Okay, so yeah, there was 4 seconds left. So I think it was a good fight. I'm happy I didn't have to see that for 5 rounds. I'm pretty happy that Julianne Pena lost too, just because she's annoying. We both find her incredibly annoying. What was your thoughts?
John Cena saved the division.
She didn't save crap.
Fake.
There's one fight to make. After that, burn the whole
Amanda
thing down,
Nunes.
bro. Come on,
Hey,
who fights the winner of that?
you know, I really follow him.
Come on.
But, you know,
Nah,
it's cool. You know, she saved at least for a bit the division. Because it was like,
Yeah.
it was looking bleak. It was looking like a wasteland, dude.
Yeah.
But finally, she came in, submitted her, got her out of here.
Yeah.
You know, and now she's going to fight Amanda Nunes, the GOAT. By the way, no ducking.
Yeah.
All right? She said, I'm going to fight her. I don't care if I'm 36, haven't fought in like 2 years.
Yeah.
No ducking.
No, Amanda's a dog. I think we both recognize that Amanda's a dog, and she's gonna come in there. And we'll make a video on it. But I want to ask you really quick: who do you think's gonna win that fight? Because I'm happy that fight's happening. Now I'm like, okay, finally another. This fight was okay. I kind of like John Cena a little bit, but now I'm very excited for this fight. Who do you have winning?
Oh, it's easy, man. I got Kayla for me.
Yeah.
It's just like she's been out for too long.
Yeah.
We haven't seen what she's done, so it's like I don't think she's gonna win.
Right. You look at fighters who come back after a long time, especially having a kid, 2 years off. They're typically not the best. So that's gonna be fun. We'll definitely make a video on that one. Now to talk about the main event.
Let's go.
I know you're happy about this one. I'm torn.
Hey.
We have Sean O'Malley versus Merab.
Nah.
Namara, the GOAT.
Stop. It's not the go.
Okay, he beat Sean O'Malley. When we made our video last week saying who's going to be the GOAT, we said that he was going to beat him. It was a good fight. Sam thinks it was like a dominating fight. It was very dominating. Merab clipped him more than a couple times, but Sean undoubtedly fought way better. He fought way more of those takedowns. Way more. He was doing pretty good, but for the difference that he made up with his grappling, he lost in the striking. This dude got cracked like 4 times.
No, I think he really like in his training. I think his coach, and by the way, his coaches. Oh, great round! Great round! What great round! Tell him the truth. He didn't do good in round 1.
Yeah.
He did awful.
Yeah.
And I think he focused so much on his wrestling, try to anti-wrestle, that he forgot how to strike almost.
Yeah, well, I think if you do that and you're like in the situation to where like you know your fighter's fighting a uphill battle, you have to kind of give him that grace. I've seen that before with other fighters who like, man, their guy's getting killed, but he's doing the things that they wanted them to do in training, so they're giving him praise for that. Because I think they're not stupid. They probably know that he's getting murked, but they're like, hey, we have to motivate this guy. Hope he gets him like in 4 to 5 rounds because I just don't see any situation where he wins that fight. Like, there's nothing he could do. He hit Merab like twice. Boom, right hand. I'm like, oh, let's go. Merab, you know what Merab did? He starts smiling. I'm like, oh my gosh, this dude's a monster.
Yes, he is.
This dude's an animal. I'm like, he's never losing. He's never losing.
No, he's not. There's only one person that could beat him, and it's not Corey Sandhagen. He's gonna fight against him next. That's such a Dana White move, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna beat him. No way.
Gotcha.
Hell no.
Well, so let me ask you this: since you think he's not going to beat him, and maybe this is even your answer, who do you see next for Merab that's going to give him the biggest, competitive fight?
There's only one guy.
Pantoja.
Really?
Pantoja's the only one that could do this, man.
Really?
He's the only one.
I don't know, dude. I think a rematch with Umar, give Umar time to, like I said, train with the Daggies. Oh! Dagestans. I'm racist again. Train with the Dagestans, come back, and he's going to be a little bit better. Cardio, if that's all he has to fix, because as we saw in the first time they fought, that was all he was lacking, really, was the cardio. Because the hands were there, sure. Once the cardio went, he got exposed. But I think Umar gives him the best shot. And you're saying it's going to be Pantoja?
Yes, because I feel like if he beats Kai Kara France, if he beats him, which I think he will, but if he beats him,
I think he will too.
I think that there's nothing else in the flyweight division. What does he have?
Yeah.
Just using a defend against Moreno or Roy Val again for the 20th time.
Yeah.
So there's only one more challenge.
Yeah,
and that's Merab.
Yeah, it's not there. It doesn't seem like he has enough. It doesn't seem like he has enough in his tank to beat him.
But what would you give the card overall? Like, what out of 10?
Oof, out of 10. Okay. Well, we'll just talk main card because that's what we talked about.
Yeah,
main card. I would give it about a solid 6.9, 6.8.
Wow.
That low. Yeah. It wasn't that entertaining. Like, there was lacking. There was a couple fights that were good, a couple that were boring. I would say there was more boring fights than good fights. Like, I don't think we saw we saw some submissions, but we didn't see a knockout.
To me, I would give it a 7.5.
7.5.
I enjoyed it. I mean, obviously I'm a Merab fan, so like I was
Yeah.
already like, let's go.
Yeah.
I was hyped up. So for me, it's 7.5.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's not a bad rating. I just think there could have been more action as far as being on the hands. But that's going to do it for this week, guys. We appreciate you guys checking in, getting your fight night fix. My name's Angel. This is Sam, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.